Comrades, I want to bring to you our next speaker. Time is fast going by, and I want to bring to you the man who will take the seat in number 5. I want to bring to you Dr. Norgen Wilson. Put your hands together for Dr. Norgen Wilson.
You must never, ever wake a sleeping tiger. Well. What fun trouble in the place? Some people around here want me go out on a rampage. Never wake my sleeping lion, never wake him up. Say never wake my sleeping lion, never wake him up. 'Cause if you ever wake my lion, should have become the shut up Zion. When you hear me lion, 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 hear me lion. So say man a lion, yeah.
Put your hands together for the Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Dr. Denzel Douglas. Comrades of Labour, greetings from number 5. I want to say that it gives me great pleasure to be here tonight in this big Labour public meeting. Only Labour could keep these big meetings. I want to tell you tonight that we are here to support the Right or the Honorable Dr. Earl Asim Martin. A good man, a good deputy, a man who is no traitor, a man who in difficult times have not abandoned his people, have not abandoned the cause. He's stayed in the fight, and it is a fight to improve the conditions and the life of our people here in St. Kitts-Nevis. You have a good deputy in Dr. Earl Asim Martin. Dr. Asim Martin is about the social advancement of the people. And Ricky is right. When I came in here tonight, I could not believe that these are really low-income houses. And Asim had me going around and round in circles. He's developing so fast. We can't find the roads to get into these projects nowadays. Put your hands together for your good deputy. Comrades, in these serious times, in a time when we see fossil fuel as a threat to not only the environment, but to our pockets, Dr. Asim Martin has stepped forward in the charge to look for alternative energy solutions. And that is why you will hear from this platform constantly about a wind energy solution. That is why you're hearing about solar energy solution, which is well on the way. And that is why you have heard repeatedly from the Prime Minister and from Dr. Earl Asim Martin that the project houses to come will also include solar panels already installed for the good people of this federation. Put your hands together for the progress that the people in this country are making under this good government. Comrades, let's talk a little bit about leadership and the people who we select in this country to lead us. Because Nigel is right. If you have a man and everything pan him working and he treating you nice, what you gonna do? Dump him? And if you have a woman and everything pan her working and she sweet and she nice and she treating you right, what you gonna do? Dump her? Well, if you got a good Prime Minister and he making it work for you, he treating you right, what you gonna do? You have to hold on to your Prime Minister. And you have to hold on to your deputy. Because he treated you nice. And everything but them working. And they will continue to treat the people of this country with the best of their abilities to move us forward. Saying Kitts-Nevis will never be left behind. Comrades of Labour, you, the electorate, you went out and you cast your votes. And you said to the people, the leaders, the politicians that put the name on the ballot, you said to them, I want you to be my leader. You said that to Timothy and you said that to Sam. And they were on a Labour ticket. You went further and you went into a party conference and you said, I want Dr. Denzel Douglas to be the national leader. And that translates to being the prime minister. However, you have some people like Timothy Harris who decide that he must be leader. He don't want to go through the regular process, the democratic process. He ain't care about the regular procedures. He feel that he more popular than Douglas. That's what he said. And so he must be leader and he want it now. But Douglas got him going out of breath. And so what he really want is oxygen. Ronnie Rascal give him oxygen because that is what he really wants.
Breathe for me, just breathe for me.
Comrades of Labour, down there in number 5, if you listen to Sean in recent times, in these town hall meetings, you would hear this man sound like he almost crying. And so we ask, what the hell the ball in for? They are the ones who went out and in 1984, or 83 it is, and changed the boundaries, and again in 88. And so, what I mean to say, Labour must not change the boundaries when time comes for boundaries to be changed. Labour must not change the boundaries after some 20 years. They down there and scoop up a small constituency in number 5 of some 2,500 people and decide this is a constituency. While other man got to struggle with 6,000 plus people. They fix it for themselves. And now that we are saying, let us go through a proper process. Let us stick to the principles. Let us look at the equity. Let us try and balance it equally. They are saying no. They are saying no. And they're calling on the people to tell the people that they must protest against it. Well, Pam must know that Labour has always had the popular vote in this country. And so I don't know who people are calling on. Who people could they be calling on? Because you are the people, and you, the people, say you want the boundaries changed, and we must have boundaries changed. Who the hell they think they be? They want to be out of government and still determine how this country must run? Can't happen. And that is what they are trying to do. That is what they're trying to do. And so they use the courts. And they try to frustrate you. They try to frustrate you and they're trying to pull you into a fight. And that is why Lindsey Grant jumping over barricades. That is why he's interfering with the Labour people. That is why he picking fight with Sema. Because he really want to show up Sean, you know. He want to show up Sean. Because he want to get back into the leadership position. And so they're fighting among themselves. Well, I'm telling you, you know, don't get caught up in the nigger business. Don't get caught up in them, the little struggle. Let them there stay in there and fight it out. Because Labour shall remain focused. And it is only if we are focused, then we can move forward. And we can do what we need to do at the polls whenever Dr. Denzel Douglas calls the elections. Only if we remain focused. Comrades of Labour, down there in number 5. Sean Richards in the last term collected some $300,000 over a 5-year period. And you know what he did in that 5-year period? He said he wrote some 5 letters on behalf of the people at the constituency. 5 years and 5 letters, a letter a year. And then he wants to call that proper representation. Well, I don't tell you, you know, all he does do is show himself. Put in his big earring and his makeup and come down compose. Because he ain't representing nobody. And the people of Sandy Point are saying, they have now come to recognize that Sean Richards will not do anything for them. All he's doing is trying to protect his salary. Trying to make sure he get back in to get a salary. Because TDC don't let him go. TDC that love him so much, tell him, boy, go, we're not going to work here for you. So how the hell the people in the country and in constituency 5 going to hold on upon him when TDC will love him so much to run him? If he was doing a proper job, if he was being productive, you don't believe that they would hold on to him, even if they had to change departments? But they love him so much they tell him, boy, go. Go where you're going. Because them they not make joke with business, you know. Them they not mix matters. Them they there to make money. And so his attitude is not the right one for them. And they say, go. And so the people of number 5 will not hold on to him. And so they are there saying, he will not do anything for us, and we don't want him either. He's just staying in there collecting a salary and doing nothing for the people of this country. And Sean got to be out of his mind. This man somehow believe that he stand even the slightest chance of becoming prime minister. You help me laugh. This guy believe that he could possibly become prime minister. Well, how he could even think about that when he asking Timothy them to lead him? He's being controlled. Sean is really a puppet. He's being controlled by the real leaders in PAM. Some of them who don't show themselves. Some of them who really got the purse. He's just there as a puppet. They're trying to fool us. But there's no way that boy, a girl, if you want to call him so, could ever become leader. No way he could ever become leader. Because you know the man when him Tim? Tim just root him on. And Tim will root him up. He will not become leader of this country. Not leader of whatever unity something they got down there, wherever they want to call themselves. The people of this country will not be fooled. What Timothy and Sam has done is that they have abandoned their constituencies. They have jumped the fence. And that is total disrespect to all the people of number 3 and number 7. And that is why you must sign a petition. And that is why you must demand that you have a by-election. Because they're no longer on the Labour ticket which they came to you on. They have jumped the fence. And you must demand that they resign. They resign from being the MP for those particular constituencies. Have a by-election. They come and they talk about Douglas fire them and they resign already. We ain't talking about no cabinet. We're talking about the parliamentary representation. That is what we're talking about. So don't let them try to come and confuse you. Don't let them confuse you. You must put it to them that you want them out of there. You want them out of there because they came to you on a Labour ticket. And Labour will not accept that. You, the people of 3 and 7, must speak out against it and take action against it. Comrades, we had a little rain this evening. And we are trying to move along as quickly as possible. And so I want to bring a message to you tonight. And the message is, you have a good deputy in Dr. Earl Asim Martin. And you must stand by his side. Soon we're going green. And we're going green with Dr. Asim Martin. Because Asim is looking after us where wind energy is concerned. Solar energy is coming to you just now. And it is only through Dr. Earl Asim Martin that we will achieve these things. And so the people of East Bastia, you the people of Taylor's Range, stick by the deputy. He's no traitor. Stick by your deputy, for he's a good man. Stick by your deputy because he stepped forward when Dougie called him. Stick by your deputy because he will not abandon you. And that is what real Labour leaders are about. Stick with your Labour team. Stick with Dr. Denzel Douglas. Forward in full confidence with your Labour team. Thank you very much. Good night.
Nobody gonna slow us down. Nobody gonna